not the one to go at. Meet Joe Black. What I'm saying, people saying what's already been said. Predictions, I don't listen, it's already in my head, no funny. Your most hungry place, I was past that at 28. Underground tapes, as my ass cap in publishing states. As we slide in the G-Ride, I've been getting criticized, it's keeping me energized. Create with a business mind, I'm from where killers reside. A wild hood, only knew goons since my childhood. Say anything in they raps cause it sound good. Don't even mean what they say, horrible outlook.
With a December snow blanketing much of the Midwest and Northeast, what a perfect time to be in the Sunshine State as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Dallas Cowboys and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The ball on the tee, we're set for football. And off we go from Jacksonville. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. It didn't take long to see our first penalty of the game, did it?
We always talk about everyone wanting to get into the game in a hurry. The officials did as well.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Now Lawrence. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. The Jaguars at 3-10 now on the year. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought up a punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? They were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. Now he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. Room here to run. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 36 yards on the play. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play. 1st down, Prescott. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. Down inside the 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Rock it. Rock one.
Lawrence. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Lawrence on 3rd down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Still in the first quarter, but what a great start for them. I mean, they've controlled the airways, Charles, on both sides. They had the passing touchdown. Then they intercept the pass of the other squad and take it back for another score.
Brandon, I know we have a ton of time left, but what an early backbreaker they just delivered. They're up early, and they appear to be totally dialed in. And that offense, they're forced to run right back out, still shaking up a bit, but feeling the pressure to put something on the scoreboard. They've got to be careful here.
Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Micah Parsons, the linebacker, in on the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Go!
Now Lawrence to throw. Man open, here is Jones. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
Hey, Justin.
Now Lawrence on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 29-yard line. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. On play action, Lawrence. Crossing route, and he hits his man. It's Jones. And the Jags are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. He'll find Jones again, complete. Touchdown, Jaguars! Zay Jones, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
They go back to Pollard on second down. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
Trying to run forward with Pollard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Prescott down. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one good for 37 yards. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schultz. Yeah, the Cowboys are going to have themselves a 1st and goal as he's out of bounds at about the 7-yard line.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 12th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
Yes,
He's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw into the hands of Kirk. At just a yard to go here on second down.
Up the middle, it's Chubb. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And again, it's Chubb. Anthony Brown there on the tackle. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Lawrence. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Christian Kirk, 37 yards. And the Jaguars get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them.
Oh, Prescott stripped. And fortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but it's going to go down as a big loss here on the play.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Glenn, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the 2nd half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They've reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
Prescott's throw there, caught by Gallup.
Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 38, Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. He'll get it inside the 20. Touchdown! Michael Gallup, 38 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
Jaguars 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to become a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 44 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
1st down, and it's Pollard again. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Going to run again here with Pollard. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a 10-yard gain there to set them up first and goal.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
They'll run left with Pollard. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Tony Pollard with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Cowboys have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the first and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is, I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They go with Chubb on second down. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Lawrence to throw. This complete to Jones. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On first down, Lawrence. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Chubb will get the call running left, and he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Break.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Play action. It's Lawrence. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. This defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick 6.
And how about the way they've played this entire game? Not only have they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick 6s, oh yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
They go play action with Lawrence.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
On 2nd and 15 now. Lawrence. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
Lawrence will throw. Looking for the out route here, and it's completed to Kirk.
Come on, Nick. Who's going forward?
A 6-yard pickup brings up a second.
Hey, let's go.
To throw again is Lawrence. The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Now Lawrence.
He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. So they'll wind up losing 7 on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence
Completes it to Evan Ingram. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. On play action, Prescott steps away. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw pulled in by Lamb. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read.
And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Fred Warner.
And the Jags are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Now Lawrence to throw.
Man open, here is Jones. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
Now Lawrence on 1st down.
This is caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram, an 11-yard touchdown.
And the Jaguars get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think it might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he tried it out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let them go out there with a little bit more confidence.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They go back to Pollard on second down. They find some open field here. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard, 64 yards. And the Cowboys look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That third one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ballgame. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Here's Lawrence. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And Ingram hauls it in. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8. 46-yard line.
Lawrence. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
On third down, Lawrence. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Come on, set.
They're going on 4th down. Lawrence.
He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Well, Prescott here to throw. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jaguars come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go into each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season.